Hey everybody, Vaughn here with the Vonster vlog, and it's been a minute, but it is early April and I wanted to take you guys on a tour of my early spring garden. There's not a whole lot happening, compliments of the chickens, but we'll get it figured out. Pepper does not hurt, she just lays like that. Pepper, you want to get up and show me that you can walk? You look like you're dying or something. She just lays like that to like cool off, I guess, but she's weird, they're all weird. Oh, Mama's got you. You're taking a dirt bath, aren't you? You're a dirty bird. So these are the Spice Girls, or at least some of them. We've got Butters, Pepper, Nutmeg, Caramel, Saffron. Butters and Caramel are from an older batch of chickens. So that was kind of pre-Spice Girls. But they've been making a mess of all that dirt. They've been making a mess of the fairy pond, but they like to drink out of it, so I don't bother them too much about it. We've had some fading blooms with the tulips, but for the most part, gosh, they're just gorgeous. And we do have the daffodils are fading a bit. We've got the spider lilies, more lilies. Now this tree though, this redbud, is just really coming into its own. The cherry blossoms are starting to fade out in favor of the leaves, the greenery on the sweet cherry trees. But I just absolutely love all the blossoms and stuff. And they're just following me around. We still have quite a bit of yard cleanup to do. We haven't mowed for the first time this year. This bed, I think, is going to be getting replaced. The wood's just rotted out entirely. The mower that we need to fix. You can see I just stabbed the little garden fork into the soil, but the chickens just love coming through. Let me see if we can get some. They love coming through and digging and cleaning up the beds for me, and honestly, for as much trouble as they can be getting out of their enclosures and stuff, they're doing a really good job of keeping a lot of the beds weed free. This is the strawberry bed, speaking of weed free. It has quite a few weeds in it, but it's all just dead nettle, chickweed kind of stuff, and it's behaving more of a living mulch. I like to leave the dandelions in there, because they have a really deep tap root, so they actually pull up a lot of nutrients from down below, you know, the regular root zone of most of the plants, and then bring it on up to the surface, and then I feed it to the rabbits and stuff. But hey, pretty you're just walking around being a bird, I guess. I mean, if I were you, that's what I would do. But yeah, we do have quite a few strawberries in here, as well as some like stone crop sedum. Nothing planted in this bed yet. This is our buck, Kakarot, enjoying the fine weather in his tractor. This is an old trellis that just needs kind of taken apart. Finding my way back over to the shade. Makeshift protection to keep the lettuce and stuff. You can see we've got some little seeds, like a mesclun and lettuce mix got sprinkled into this bed. So that's to try to keep the chickens out of it, at least a little. This is a rabbit tractor that I turned upside down to protect a crop of peas that it's kind of hit and miss. It's some really old seed, so they aren't germinating quite as well. Like, we've got some empty spots, but I might go through and do a second planting. But these are just like, not really bush peas, but they only get like 2.5 feet long, the vines do. So I figured it should be okay in this trellis for now. But what I'm really looking forward to, this is Esther the Easter Bunny. She got beat up by Kakarot when they were breeding, so she's got a little boo-boo on her nose, so they're separated back out. But here we have some radishes, some lettuce. Like, I've got those guys there. You can kind of see all those little seedlings are like a red-leafed lettuce variety, and then rows of radishes alternate with, you know, lettuce, radish, lettuce, radish, lettuce kind of stuff. And then this is just a bunch of spinach. Randy and I love spinach. we finally did take down most of the raspberry bed, but now we've cut it back and it's time to move some of the raspberry plants over to the new bed over yonder. And then what we also have going on over here, excuse me chicken, is here in the coop you can see these PVC pipes coming up, and those are supporting just some like bird netting. But we're trying to figure out how the chickens have been getting out of the enclosure other than, you know, the wide open door. And it might be down here on this end perhaps. I'm not 100%, though it does look definitely something's been messing about up there, because I think the cat climbs up it too. But yeah, so here's Ginger taking a dirt bath underneath their coop, and this is in their enclosure. They can go on into the shed, their main coop area. The lattice still needs to get hung. And then this is our like cardboard compost pile. Man, y'all, I'm getting sunburned. I can feel it. I didn't put any sunblock on before coming out here. But yeah, to try to avoid the starling problem that we've been having in years past, I only feed them in their shed now. So you can kind of see who's in there. Deep litter method. They just knock everything around all the time anyways. Good bird though. So that's a quick little garden tour. This is Nutmeg. She's #1 troublemaker for sure. We don't really have a lot of projects going on in the garden this year. It's mostly just a matter of keeping things maintained, seeing what's growing back and stuff, and kind of just enjoying ourselves. Yeah? Ooh, she's like, you're slippery, Ma. Chicken butt. But the garden's really taken a back burner these past couple of years just because life and all that, and for some reason I'm always putting the things that are what I enjoy most are what get put onto a back burner first, and so I'm trying really hard to keep that from being the case again this year and getting to share that journey and just the, you know, pleasures and pitfalls and all the different things with y'all really makes it a lot of fun. Ow, don't bite me, Ginger. But I will see y'all in my next video. How's your garden growing? Would you guys, there's just chickens and bugs everywhere, would you guys be interested in more seed giveaways as it comes time for that? So I'll see y'all in our next video, and until then, keep on keeping on. Bye guys.